I'd love for you to take us behind the scenes in your own experience. Let's go back to Kyle Boller, a guy that you guys drafted in the first round, 19th overall. He did become your starting quarterback for a couple of years, but never had the success that you were hoping for. What did you see in Kyle? And then what ended up being the reason that he didn't develop into the quarterback that you were hoping for?
Yeah, great question. And Ozzie Newsome, Phil Savage, Eric Acosta, and I, we've talked about this for years in the postmortem of what did we do. And in hindsight, like we say in the book, there was a great need. And as I said earlier, you know, the talent professionals tell you have to establish certain non-negotiables, and then you can't waver from that. And we did. We had such a need. And this young man, you know, he's a great young man, and it was just a classic example of the sum of the parts didn't equal the whole, because he had everything: the intelligence, the vision, the athleticism, the charisma. What he didn't have was accuracy. And we kind of made excuses coming from Cal and not a great receiving group for why he wasn't more successful or didn't have a higher completion percentage. The fact of the matter is that very typically doesn't change. Now we're seeing that with Josh Allen, where he had the same completion percentage. You had to have the same concerns, and that's what scared people. He has shown, contrary to the tendencies and history, that he can improve. He's gone from a sub-60%. He's close to 70% right now. So it's those outliers that are going to get you, and Kyle Boller was one that he had everything, but when the pressure got hot, his fundamentals got loose, and he was never really able to overcome it.
So interesting hypothetical. You talk about the need, and that kind of pushed him up your draft board. Had you guys not had a need, would you have drafted him later if he was available, or just not at all?
Well, you see that all the time. That's exactly Kyle. Really, in hindsight, and this is easy to say in hindsight, but yeah, he probably should have been an early second-round pick. And there's a world of difference taking a guy in the second round versus the first round. Second round, it's okay. We're going to take a chance on a quarterback, and if it doesn't work, so be it. There's not the same amount of pressure. But to take a Kyle Boller and move around to get him, you saw it in the draft where we saw guys like Blaine Gabbert, okay, and Christian Ponder are two guys in particular that probably should have been early second-round picks, but because of need got pulled into the top 10, the top 12, and it just didn't work out. Conversely, though, you look at Ryan Tannehill, also just 1 year, probably should have been an early second-round pick, gets pulled up early into the top 10 picks, does not do well in Miami. So you say, okay, there's another example of need and the analytics of we really didn't have that much of a track record. But then you go into the category right player at the right place. He gets out of the league, basically ends up in Tennessee as a backup, takes over as the starter, and has been brilliant. Yep. So, again, it's the trifecta of the abilities, the mental and emotional makeup, and being at the right place at the right time.